Welcome back to Profneel. It's a pleasure having you here on Friday afternoon. The Bhagwad Gita and its Pithy messages. What do I have to say about the 700 verses compilation that dates back to the second half of the first millennium BCE set on the battlefield of the Kurukshetra? Kurukshetra being a metaphor for the human mind in turmoil, which is addressed by Sri Krishna the Lord. Do I need to gild the lily? Obviously not. There are so many interpretations of the Bhagwad Gita, the commentaries by spiritually realized souls, luminaries like swamichinmayananda, the ISKCON founder, Sri Prabhupada, mahatmagandhi, very many. Gorakhpur printing press also has a book on its own. But the pithy messages by some of these spiritually realized souls are most beautiful in understanding the gist of the Bhagavad Gita in one sentence or two. And we go to the pithy messages more than the interpretations. They're so rich that in one sentence, succinct, you get to know the gist of the 700 words. The satyasaibabaputtapurthy, when once asked by the erstwhile Maharaja of Travancore, says, Baba, what is the message of the Bhagavad Gita? In brief, he says it is analogous to a matchbox full of matchsticks. One matchstick is enough to cause a fire. Swamivivekananda makes it even more pithier. He says, just keep chanting Gita, Gita, Gita. Inadvertently, you'll keep chanting Tagi, Tagi, Tagi. Tagi would mean unselfish, Tyagi, a renouncer, renunciation, which is the basic gist of the Bhagavad Gita, in another way. This he credits to his master, Swamivivekananda. Mahatma Gandhi, to that illiterate peasant lady in Bihar. You can actually visualize Mahatma Gandhi walking brisk as he always does, and this illiterate peasant lady wanting to know from the Mahatma Gandhi, the Mahatma of all people, Mahatma, ye Bhagavad Gita kya hai? The sat or the gist. And he says, and you can actually visualize that. He just taps on his shoulder and says, Ram bolo, kaam karo. And he walks off. That lady is enlightened, the Mahatma of all the people. Secondly, explain that 700 verses in one sentence. But the same Mahatma is the one who said, the Gita is my Bible, my Quran, it is my mother, my eternal mother. Or rather, the Gita is not only my Bible, nor my Quran, it is my mother, my eternal mother. His interpretation of the Gita is the most simplest. And these are based on the lectures that he made at the Savarmati Ashram for the common man to understand the gist of the Bhagavad Gita. And this is written in a very simple language. Swamichinmayananda Saraswati, he goes a little high on a sublime level. He says, the Holy Gita is but a bouquet composed of the most beautiful flowers of spiritual truths collected from the Upanishads. And that is not enough. Stephencovey has quoted that one mastic of a quote in his book. You only have a right to your duty, but you don't have a right to the fruit thereof, but not to the fruit thereof. I'll repeat that again. You only have a right to your duty, but not to the fruit thereof, which is again the basic gist of the Bhagavad Gita. The most pertinent quote of the Bhagavad Gita is that you have a right to your duty and not to the fruit thereof. So embrace the joy of duty without thinking of the fruit. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.